let's be real, we all knew that Star Wars Outlaws was going to be a gigantic mess. We knew it was going to be terrible just from the gameplay that we already did see, the character designs, the art style, everything. All of the rip-off transaction, Ubisoft pulling an EA type thing. We knew this was going to be a mess, but it is an even bigger mess than I ever could have imagined. And that's funny because when we've been talking about this, we have been gaslit by people into saying, oh, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You're just showing all the unflattering shots of the game. Oh, wait a minute. It's a video game. It's okay if she hits a helmet slaps a helmet with her hand and that knocks a stormtrooper out. What's the problem? Well, we were right, but will the journalists acknowledge that? Do they? Of course not. It's a AAA game. It's Ubisoft. They've got to be on their good side. But anyway, sorry for the jump scare here, but Grumps tweeted this. He says, how did it get worse? Star Wars Outlaws from trailer to shipped in-game model. We already weren't liking the overall general aesthetic going on here. And then when we posted other photos and stuff, we were told, oh, you're just exaggerating. It's okay. So they took a character that they definitely were going for a more androgynous design for this character. And then it looks like they put filler in her face. I don't know how else to explain it. They took this that wasn't ideal, and then they just boom, jaw filler, cheek filler, lip filler. It looks like she got botched not to mention the haircut looks like it was made with Play-Doh. The whole art style looks like it was made with Play-Doh, and not in the appealing Clay Fighters kind of way, in an unintentional way. I mean, dude, this is supposed to be a AAA game in 2024. I mean, I feel like personally with a lot of modern games, we are losing a lot of quality from video games because the focus is more on visual representation than it is actual gameplay and stuff. But in this case, you've got bad gameplay and just whatever monstrosity of an art style this is. And I know. Oh, it's just, you're just showing an unflattering photo. Let's observe here. Manga Lawyer here says, here's your $120 Star Wars quadruple A, not even triple A experience. An army of mid-sized and big YouTubers destroyed their entire reputations for a quick Ubisoft payday defending this mess. You'll never recover from this. That's the thing, is people who are saying this is great in singing its praises, I can't take that serious because we have eyes. We can see this. I don't know. I don't get it. But here we go. We've got this. Look, that was not an unflattering shot. This is actual. What the heck? What even is going on? What in the Play-Doh? They phoned this in so bad. And I made a video recently talking about the state of Ubisoft and what's going on with them, with a lot of their games hitting bargain bins as soon as they come out. I mean, this is inevitable to hit the bargain bin as well, because even with the Star Wars name, I just don't see it being very successful given how terrible it looks. But also with all of the backlash that they're getting for the next Assassin's Creed Shadows game and Yasuke and all of that stuff, not even beyond just Yasuke, just the terrible research and done by supposed historians, and the setting just has been a mess. And what they've done with it, using improper inaccuracies with what goes on in Japan with seasons, when the rice harvesting and the sakura blossoms, all of that, it's just a mess. And so now this happens. And Ubisoft used to be so heckin' good. They used to be amazing. They were on fire. And I constantly, when I talk about them, I always go back to like the original Splinter Cell trilogy, for example, Beyond Good and Evil, Rainbow Six Vegas, you had Ghost Recon, and they just had so many great titles, even earlier Assassin's Creed. Granted, even in relative recent times, I did like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I will give them that. But still, for the most part, I feel like Ubisoft has tanked. They have gone downhill terribly. Used to, if it was like, oh, Ubisoft is making this game, I'm in. It was just an instant level of trust that I had with Ubisoft's track record and what they have made. But these days, not so good. So here we have from Grums, he says, you got to see this Star Wars Outlaws takedown. You thought you saw them, but you didn't see the launch version. Okay, let's see what this is. This is like, I didn't watch the clip until just now. I knew it wasn't gonna be good. She moonwalks. What? 30 feet. She moonwalks 30 feet back. So first of all, she knocks him out with the backwards hand slap. This is like, what? She looks 5'4", 5'3", 5'4", backwards hand slap. We've already seen another video showing her knock out a stormtrooper wearing a helmet doing that. I don't understand. You can't give the girl a wrench or something? It's very confusing. But it's the moonwalk for me. This really does. I mean, you can tell Ubisoft, you can tell modern day Ubisoft made this. It's a mess. Oh my goodness. It's a mess. Ubisoft, please. I had so much love for Ubisoft, but not right now. Fire all of the activists and hire good devs again. Wherever your old team went, please find them. Bring them back. Because my goodness. So we have also, Grums has been sharing 7 out of 10 is what IGN gave it. He said 7 out of 10 for a AAA game is IGN blinking their eyes twice in a hostage video. So this appears to be very par for the course with, because he also stated here, every AAA game's review score range is a 7 through 10. Everybody else's review score range, who isn't a mega corporation, 1 out of 10. The double standard is real. And they said here, IGN will give garbage, literally any garbage is 7. They did the same here with Skull and Bones. So if you know if someone like IGN is giving a AAA game a 7 out of 10, then you know it's garbage, and that they're doing, they can't. That's the thing, is that they can't have journalistic integrity with a lot of this stuff, because there is a lot of corruption that is going on with video game developers and journalistic outlets and all this stuff. We see constantly just this push for corrupt ideologies, satanic ideologies, if we're being real, and we see a lot of games skewed for that. But I'm just fully convinced that outlets like IGN, I believe that there's definitely some shady practices going on there, with whether it be ad buys or just wanting to get on the good side of these big AAA companies, because I mean, that's their bread and butter. And that's the thing, and that I don't like about the fact that game outlets are getting, I mean, same thing with movies and stuff. Whenever you have access to something early, you get stuff for free, stuff early, or even with websites like getting ad buys, ad placements. Okay, now we're gonna have a big campaign with Ubisoft, and they're gonna pay to promote Star Wars Outlaws on banners and stuff on their website, which I don't know if they did that specifically with Star Wars Outlaws, but just saying, whenever you run a business like that, and your business is supposed to be offering reviews that people are going to trust you on whether or not they want to figure out and help assess if they want to buy a game, and they want an honest review on it. But the companies that you are reviewing, their products that you are reviewing, those companies are also paying you or giving you perks and access and things like that. I don't like that. And even when it comes to the content creation side, because I've been there before, I've been giving codes and stuff. But back when I was doing more mainstream stuff, which now the only companies that really want to give me codes now are for like Chinese games, where they don't care, like mobile games and things like that. But in terms of Western, modern AAA game companies, they're not providing me codes anymore because I've been canceled and all this stuff. And because, I don't play ball with the narrative and all that. So I've been, effectively canceled in that regard. But now I get to just make the stuff I want to make. But anyway, back when I did receive codes and stuff, I mostly was like, okay, let me play the game on stream, or let me show a preview, or show my thoughts about the things that I like about it. But no, I couldn't have my channel be a review channel at that time, because it just was like, well, if I got a code from a game and I hated that game and then I talked about all the problems with it, well, then those companies wouldn't want to work with me anymore and all that. And so this is how it is with a lot of this kind of stuff. And this is why I don't like the idea of providing codes early for people for reviews. I don't like that. Because then you just lose a lot of credibility. And hey, I can't speak with absolute fact that all these journalists are not being honest. Maybe they are. Maybe they love it. But I can't help but question these things. But Eurogamer, Grum says, I guess Eurogamer was not invited to Disney this year. Give Star Wars Outlaws a 40%. Okay, I respect that. I respect Eurogamer here for that. Death by 1,000 Huts. Massive bravely peels away the many layers of Ubisoft open worldism in Star Wars Outlaws. It's a fatal error. I respect this. Okay, that's actually refreshing. And again, maybe some people actually like this game. And if they do, that's fine. But I just by what I can see and what has been shown, if these outlets are giving this a good review, I personally can't take them that serious, because I think this just doesn't look good. The gameplay looks awful. The art style looks awful. I'm not seeing any redeeming qualities here. So yeah, let's start taking bets when Star Wars Outlaws hits the bargain bin. But if any of you guys purchase the game, I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. I definitely have no interest whatsoever in buying this game. Also, look, my dog, I got her a new shirt. Zoe is shy. She needs a haircut. But look, I got her this cute early Halloween hoodie. I know. And it's my cat's 15th birthday. But he's not here. But I posted a picture on X and Instagram. But anyway, my mic is falling. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want me to read the Bible to you, you can watch my Bible channel at Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.